staff. I was also present. There's also a plan to provide all of those dispatchers at Gary with some additional customer service training. That'll be held next Tuesday. Ultimately, the plan is to hold that customer service training for all the dispatchers, but the immediate focus is Gary, just to address some issues that were brought up during discussions with the Gary Fire and Police Departments. I think everything else has been covered. Brian's already mentioned about critical and some additional hiring needs and reviews, so I think everything else has been mentioned.
Thank you. Are there any comments or questions for Human Resources, for Mr. Dabertin? Yes.
Obviously, there's been, I know of two that have left or no longer with Central Dispatch, and I've heard some more have left. Have they been replaced yet? I know you talked about testing. Have they actually hired those people to replace them? Or?
Yeah, of course, it's an ongoing, when you go through a new consolidation, you're gonna lose a higher percentage. The average national turnover rate in the 911 dispatch center is about 20%. Typically, after you settle it down, what I've experienced in my consolidations is about 5 to no more than 10%. But with new people finding other jobs, and then of course we've had, you know, a fair number of terminations of personnel that couldn't do the job. We are doing an ongoing recruitment. We do have some that are, if I remember right, Trish, we had a couple that were experienced dispatchers that we're looking at this time, and Tom is assisting us with those interviews. So that's been a continual process since we took over on January 1st. So yeah, it's challenging. It takes a lot of time, but we're able to fill a lot of those positions.
There's been concern. I think the concern's been shared with, by everybody in this room, that given the fact that the dispatchers has still not been consolidated into one location, that it puts some added stress on those individuals. But to be honest with you, the overall number of dispatchers who were hired back in January, vast majority, I don't have the specific numbers, but I'd say the vast majority has stayed on. I think they're all hoping that, you know, like all of us, that we get into one location very, very quickly. But I'm actually pleasantly surprised that they continue to endure all the travels that they're doing. And I mean, you know, especially, I should also say the supervisors, because they literally are living out of their cars these days, and you know, they've hung in there. And I, for one, thought we'd see a higher turnover than we have.
Are you seeing applications still coming in, or are you starting to slow down?
We are getting applications. You know, we get a lot of applications. I think we've probably gotten applications from just about everybody in Lake County that has worked as a dispatcher, that has any desire to work as a dispatcher. So a lot of the people that we're getting applications from now are people that don't have any actual experience as a dispatcher. You know, with one or two little exceptions, maybe somebody that's moving from Illinois and moving to Northwest Indiana and heard that we might be interested.